Let's see. So the Seraph is the Chaste, which is, I think, one of the better ones for us. It has... Let's see, what do we got? Immortal Trade, I think, is one of the worst of these spells that, like, trade stat boosts for Ember Drain, because you're motivated to put it on a creature that's, like, that will, has a fairly big amount of toughness, so that the lifesteal is relevant. And you're motivated to play it relatively early because the, lifesteal 3, the way it works is you get lifesteal for your next 3 attacks, which usually means the next 3 turns. But then Ember Drain means that you are losing out on the actual, resources you use to play spells. So it seems really difficult to me to make that work effectively. Thank you, Liz. So I was telling chat that Immortal Trade seems like a really terrible one to start with. Because, like, I don't know where you're supposed to play that, right? Like, either you lifesteal the lifesteal tends to be good relatively early, and Ember Drain is either good late because you're just not playing that many more rounds for the mana drain to matter, or it's good on morsels because they die really quickly.
Right.
But lifesteal is neither good late nor on morsels, so
yeah,
I'm not sure how you're supposed to use Immortal Trade. I'm trying to figure out if we want to just reroll or if we want to try to figure it out.
I have an important and unrelated question for you.
Yeah?
Do we have more Fernet in the basement?
We should.
Good.
Yeah, I just don't know. Like, the other way to do this would be to pair it with things that gain you more Ember, but it still seems like lifesteal is good, but it's not incredible. It's hard to use well at the best of times because you need a unit that takes a substantial amount of damage before it attacks for it to be really good.
Yeah.
So I feel like we just reroll. I don't think we can really use Immortal Trade.
With how it works a different time.
Yeah. Like, if we had a win streak going, I would be a little bit more inclined to give it a try. See, Perils of Production is another example of a similar thing in that it gives Ember Drain, but if you put that on, like, a morsel on something that's going to die, it just does, like, Rage 2 means it deals 4 extra damage this turn, and then it dies. And then it's basically just a 0 mana gain 2 Ember, which is extremely strong. So, yeah, I think this is a great starting hand. And we even have a couple expensive spells to make use of that extra Ember.
Yeah.
So, what I'm looking for here is, like, ways to draw cards. I really like the first Hell Pact. Yeah, we don't have any X spells yet. Every time in the past when we've taken this, we've actually had X spells to start with. But,
yeah, but
I think... Yeah, no, I think taking it and just... There are a lot of X spells in this game. Just sort of going for them makes a lot of sense. I kind of like Monstrous.
Yeah. Plus, we haven't played that much with Trample. It'd be fun to get a better sense of...
Yeah, how good it is and stuff.
Could we try the volume just to squeech? Thanks.
Poor Liz has such sensitive earsies.
I do. They get overwhelmed really fast.
Oh, man. Okay. Given that all of their stuff starts with, like, Rage, I don't know if I like Armor Emblem. Like, generally speaking, they're going to have a bunch of early... a bunch of small units that have a bunch of beef. Although if we
at first and then don't.
If we set up on the top floor for the most part, the Armor Emblem might not be a huge problem if we just sort of plan to let our Pyre take care of most of the mobs.
That's true.
Let's give it a shot. I'm always a fan of doing an early trial.
And then if it catastrophically fails, whatever.
Yeah. Maybe once we're going for, like, long runs, I will change my mind. But, like, we just don't have to put anything down there right now.
No.
There's no real reason to at this point. We can do some damage. I didn't realize this had 4 pips now. Jesus.
Oh.
It's a lot of
Well,
pips.
I feel like gaining pips might be a
Yeah.
priority.
Yep. I mean, also upgrading our guy so he personally has more pips.
Wait, what?
Upgrading this guy so he has more pips. I mean, he gives... Sorry, so he gives you free...
Room. Yes.
Yeah. Which I guess is effectively just lowering his pips at this point, but that's fine. I like Shade Splitter to make a morsel, then Perils of Production on that morsel to get back some mana. That leaves us with 4 mana at that point. And then we can either Frozen Lance plus Crucible Extension or Helical Crystals. I guess Helical Crystals is just way better.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ito. Hazaba, indeed. Little guy.
Oh, I thought you were going to put that one floor down.
Why?
On the middle floor to attack first and get chomped. As a meat shield.
I was gonna put it on here, but
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I guess so.
I thought you were going to put it in front of the train storage, let it do some damage because it was enraged, and...
I mean, it only does 7, which doesn't actually take out one of the clergymen, so...
True.
Alright, boss is next. Let's see what we can do. Frozen Lance, not super useful at this moment. We can put a Train Steward up here, which could be good.
Yeah.
It's probably behind Penumbra. No, I guess probably in front, because I don't think this boss is likely to have a huge amount of power.
Yeah.
So, let's start by Shade Splitting, because we can do the classic Perils of Production trick. Oh, we can even Frozen Lance to save the frontmost Train Steward.
Yeah.
Which is good. Oh, I thought that was going to save the frontmost Train Steward. Shoot, I think that means this morsel doesn't get eaten either. Oops.
Probably.
Well, we should have lanced up here to save the damage, but...
Oh well.
Oh. Alright. Oh, this guy gets 10 armor too? Bullshit. Well, I guess I'm Frozen Lancing. I don't think Shade Splitter is useful at this point. Poor little guy. Alright. We can, however, Perils of Production here. And yes, it will die, but
Yeah.
then we can Crucible Extension and put a morsel upstairs, which isn't the worst.
No.
Shit. Yeah, so I'm just really dumb and bad at video games.
I love you.
I don't
Should
think
not
that
have done
morsel
that.
was going to do anything anyway, but yeah, I definitely should have put it upstairs instead. Alright, let's see how plan upstairs works. Okay, it works fine. It did what we wanted it to do. I mean, at this point I'm just playing for shits and giggles, but I'm just gonna let this happen. All right. Cool. So we got a unit draft from this, which is nice. We have only one good unit. That's our champion right now. Let's see. I wish I could choose this after I see what unit we get.
Yeah.
Anti-Umbra Assault could be good. We don't have any direct damage right now.
Yeah, in general, I do like having... Well, we don't have any direct damage that we can direct as we choose.
Right, that's kind of what I meant.
Yeah.
We already have the thing that gives us extra capacity, so I don't know if Space Prism is exactly where we're going. I don't think we want a third Helical Crystals. That card's kind of narrow.
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't hate Energy Siphon, given that we have those Helical Crystals too.
Yeah.
Especially given that we also picked up an Anti-Umbra Assault.
Yeah.
Like, we aren't always going to have direct damage, but we are often. Let's see. I've been pretty impressed with Cold Kalia. I think it's a good one to, like, upgrade fairly early.
Yeah. And so now is the time.
Yeah. I also do like Crucible Warden. We don't have any Gorge yet, but I think we'll be able to pick up something that's good with Gorge. So
We have morsels.
yeah, but we don't have Gorge.
That... What?
What?
But... It gorges.
We have nothing with Gorge. Look. None of these cards have Gorge. We only
Yes.
have one unit, and it doesn't have Gorge. One non-basic unit.
Right, so why is that a problem for taking Crucible Warden?
It's not a problem, I'm saying. Like, it would be good to pick it up because we don't have anything else with
Okay,
Gorge.
it sounded like you were saying we shouldn't do it because nothing has Gorge.
No.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm kind of leaning Cold Kalia. What do you think?
I mean, yes. Me too.
Let's see if we can get some unit buffs here. That would be nice. Yeah.
Let's get our new unit first.
Yeah. And here we go. Gorge. I kind of like Alloyed Construct, especially because we have some extra energy floating around.
Sure, so that guy has to go in front.
Yes. Always.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also curious to see how he performs.
Sure.
Alright. Let's see. I like giving sweepers quick, for sure. I'm wondering if we want to give her Battlestone, or...
Just hang on, I haven't looked at anything because my insulin pump is yelling at me. What did we upgrade expensively and what was it?
we upgraded Cold Kalia with quick.
Okay.
I'm wondering if we want to give her Battlestone to give her a little bit more power, or if we want to wait and hope to get the thing that gives plus 10 power.
That would be awfully nice.
Because that's just so good with quick.
It's better.
And like, we're probably not planning to put her in front of a lineup at any point anyway.
Yeah.
So like the extra...
Yeah, I'm fine to wait.
Okay.
I feel like we should give that to... Yeah.
Yeah, I like making the Allied Construct just a huge tank because it is essentially always going to be in front of some stack or another. Alright, let's see. Alright, I really like doing
one isn't so bad.
Mark of Invasion. Yeah, it never ends up doing more than a few damage to our Pyre, which we can usually take early on. Yeah, like, especially with these guys. They're just such a non-entity by the time they get to the top. I mean, we can easily put a Cold Kalia up there and just wipe them too, which is nice.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. So, currently we cannot put Penumbra in the same area as anything, really. So, I guess I vote put Penumbra at the bottom and Cold Kalia behind Allied Construct at the top. What do you think?
Okay. Will Penumbra just eat it, though?
Penumbra just eat what?
Like, die.
No? It's only
Oh,
taking 2
that's
damage
2.
on the bottom.
Yeah, sure.
Alright. Yeah. So we are well in control of the situation. Just a question of making sure we have enough damage right now, I think. Ooh, okay, I like Antumbra Assault a lot.
Can we fit one up on the top?
Yeah, definitely.
Great.
I mean,
We don't need to right now, but...
yeah. I wonder... Okay, so yeah, it does lose fuel every turn, even if you don't attack with it, which is a little unfortunate.
Yeah.
I guess maybe that means that we should be fueling... No, I feel like it's still probably better to just give this more power, because
Yeah.
power is just so good. I assume that it, like, in a boss rush, it's not going to lose fuel every time. If it does, then this card is terrible and should never be played.
Yeah.
But...
I guess there's one way to find out.
Yeah. Oh, you know what we can do is we can Crucible Extension up here and give it another point of fuel if we want.
Yeah.
Although it's not going to be relevant because the next thing is a Priest.
Well, that's... Yeah.
But it could be relevant later.
Yeah, let's do it.
And again, giving it power is just good. Oh, yeah.
What?
I guess so the fuel it's getting now lasts for 2 additional turns, so it will potentially kill the Cleric or something. Not that that won't die to the quick anyway, but...
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't actually have any way of making new Deuterinos, which is a little awkward. I guess just put that there for kicks. Yeah, I really don't... It's just not worth activating Ember Drain right now, so... Melting Remnant.
That's the next,
Yeah. Okay, so no direct damage here, which is pretty unfortunate. Which means that this is just going to be taking a lot more damage per turn. But, and this is going to be healing a bunch. So just sucky all around. But at least we got 1 minion to fuel this. Oh, and it gets us extra Ember next turn, which isn't bad. I think we put a Train Steward here and then throw a Frozen Lance at the boss.
sure. Now that I said that, why didn't we put a Train Steward in front of our boy?
Because he only has 1 pip. There's only 1 pip left on that floor.
Is our first power-up that we're taking just expanding the floor?
Maybe? I mean, the thing is, when we upgrade our champion, one of the upgrades will be costs 2 less pips.
2 less?
Yeah. The first upgrade is 2 less, and then it goes to 3.
So it'll only cost 2 pips?
Yeah. Okay, cool. This is good. It's actually really good. So, yeah, actually, we just win, don't we? I'm gonna make sure that we have the mana to do more stuff in case I'm calculating wrong, but I'm pretty sure... so what we do is we Energy Siphon to give this guy spell weakness, and then Helical Crystals him twice, and he just dies. Neat. Didn't even end up taking any pyre damage, so... Cool. This again. I like Making of a Morsel, I think.
Yeah.
It's strong. I mean, packed morsels could be good too, just to provide a burst of fuel, but...
Eh. For me.
Offering Token and Titan's Tooth, I think, are things you don't really want to play outside of a dedicated discard deck.
Yeah.
I mean, Titan's Tooth, I guess you'd play in a dedicated Frostbite deck too, maybe, but...
Yeah.
Titan's Gratitude could be okay, given that we have one thing that gives spell weakness, but I kind of feel like maybe we want the 10 gold here.
Yeah.
I think these are just gunk up our deck.
Yeah.
Any Magic playing viewers will understand why Offering Token is not just free. Okay, let's see. I think we go left because I think we want...
Costs 1, right?
What? Costs 1?
Offering token?
Costs 0.
Oh.
I think we want to try to get more power for Cold Kalia really badly. So I think we want to hit up the Merchant of Steel.
Yeah.
Also, obviously,
the
Pyro
the
Remains
mystery
does
and
nothing.
the new unit first, though.
Yeah, let's do unit, then mystery, then that. Okay, we definitely do not want a second alloyed construct, but Morsel Master's great with alloyed construct.
Yes.
This thing. Forget what this thing does. Right. It's really, really strong.
Yeah.
Not that one though. Oh boy. I mean, it's got to be Hammer or Manual, right?
Yeah.
Both seem good.
Yes.
Wow, this is a really lucky event to proc.
Yeah.
I kind of like Manual because it lets us set up a Hell Floor.
Sure.
Like, I think +3, I think, means that we can have our champion and the guy who needs fuel and Morsel Repeater and still a spot for morsels.
So it would have 8.
And our champion is 4. Okay, so no, I guess we need one more to have all of that.
No, the inert thing costs 2, and the...
Morsel Doubler costs 1 pip.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so it does work.
I think.
Yeah, because 4 + 2 + 1 is 7.
I'm apparently at a point where I cannot do arithmetic, so... Store.
Okay, none of these are exactly what I wanted, but... I actually kind of don't hate Large Stone for Cold Kalia. Given that we got the extra capacity in one of our floors, which is probably not the floor that will have Cold Kalia, but I think we have a little bit more room to play around.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably fine.
Actually, hold on. Did we get a unit? Yeah, we did get a unit.
Yeah.
We got Morsel Master. Right.
Yeah.
And then... Maybe just... I mean, we never want Morsel Master to be in the front, basically, so I don't super love giving it a bunch of toughness. Maybe we just save our cash for now.
Yeah.
Probably purge something. Probably a Frozen Lance, I feel like.
Yeah, I just don't love
It's just
trying those.
Yeah, it just so the fact that it doesn't target anything is so anemic.
I mean, I'm sure that's why it does 6 instead of 2.
Right, but
However. Boo.
yeah, it's kind of annoying. Makes them not immediately dead to Cold Kalia. And we don't have the direct damage to, like, reduce it. Oh, great. So it starts with a
Damage shield, yeah.
damage shield on the floor that we want to put our stuff. I think we do still set up here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, having our guy take 10 kind of blows, but,
Yep. On the other hand, we did 40 to the boss.
yeah. It's a good start, as we say in the biz. Alright, we can't forget, that's the guy with Incant, who will, fuck us up if we cast spells on his floor.
On that floor.
If we can avoid it. Let's see.
You could put Morsel Master on that floor.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I think we also Antumbra Assault. Ugh. Man, it's brutal. So what I want to do is Antumbra Assault the Constructed Explosive so that this tramples over to kill it. But that means we don't get the morsels, and the morsels would be really good here.
Yeah.
Because they enable us to do Crucible Extension, they enable us to do all sorts of stuff. Actually, no, it's fine. It's fine. So here's what we can do. We can Antumbra Assault
Just
this
make that
dude.
guy stronger?
Yeah, it's just 1 pip.
I just
or
wanted
1
to check
damage
with
stronger.
you.
But yes, yeah, thank you for checking.
Why does the boss heal?
Because he was damaged and this thing heals it. So we could kill Trusted Priest, but I feel like letting the boss heal is more okay than letting our champion take more damage.
Yeah. No, I'm fine with that. I just wanted to check. Because I saw numbers changing.
So, okay. Now what we do is Morsel Master, make a morsel. Also, this gives our big guy lifesteal, which is nice.
Yeah.
Lifesteal twice. Now... Well, hold on. It doesn't make sense to me.
What?
So, what I would... Oh, maybe this explodes before we get a chance to attack. That's probably it.
Yeah.
Well...
Oh, the morsels are also gonna eat it.
No,
they're
this
not.
doesn't
No,
have
that's
sweet.
right, it doesn't. That always messes me up. Can you over damage the front guy enough with Helical Crystallis that it's worth just... No, not that one. On the bottom floor.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. So here's what we can do. We can, Crystallis this guy to death, and then we can put a Magma Morsel down.
And then Perils of Production it?
We don't even need to Perils of Production
Oh, right. It has its own attack. Yeah.
Right. We do want to Perils of Production something just to get the mana.
Yeah.
So it might as well be this, I guess. Oh, no, it shouldn't have been that. It should have been something that was getting eaten. Well...
Damage? Oh, yeah.
Oh, well. And then Crucible Extension... I guess not up here, because we're just feeding morsels there forever. So maybe... down here? I don't know.
I don't know.
That was generally a little bit loose, but that's okay.
That's the traditional way to play.
Yeah. On hard mode. Okay.
Well, you can play her.
Yeah, I like playing her. And we actually do have another Perils of Production, which is pretty good. Because it will do some real damage to one of those jerks. And
Wanna
we
play
can...
Frozen...
yeah, we
on
can
the
play
boss?
one Frozen Lance. Oh, yeah, we could do that on the boss. That's a good idea. I'm also going to Shade Split so I can play a morsel upstairs to fuel our Dwingus.
I appreciate that she's taller than the floor.
Yeah. It's something.
Like, genuinely, I love it.
Alright, so she's quick, right? Yeah.
I think so,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, she is. She is. So, she's only taking 2 here, which is nice. Allied Construct is taking negative a lot.
Yep.
We can make a really good morsel to further power up our construct. And then energy siphon the boss, just in case we ever get a chance to get off helical crystals on it.
Yeah, because that one doesn't wear off, right?
Yeah. I wish they had a clearer distinction between what does and does not wear off. I'm just going to put a Train Steward down to absorb some
I think
damage.
it's fine.
Big punchy. And getting Frostbite on the boss is not bad either.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. So we have more than enough mana to do everything we... Oh, god damn it, that was the incant floor. Probably want to give this health rather than making a bunch of Ember for next turn.
Probably, yeah.
Um...
And you could put Perils of Production on it.
Yeah, I mean... Oh yeah, because that'll actually do damage to the boss too, which is nice. And then we can Ember...
Oops.
What?
It incanted.
Yeah.
It's still dying, so whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that does mean it does 1 more damage to Allied Construct, but... Why is this only taking -9? I don't understand. Is it healing somehow? Oh, because it's gaining health from these two. Got it. So question, do we put Rubble Morsel behind or in front here? I feel like maybe in front. How much damage does this deal? It doesn't say. That's so annoying. I really wish it would say how much damage.
The orb?
No, the boss. Like, I want to know how much he attacks for when he attacks.
Yeah.
Hey friends, glad you could make it.
We're playing this game on, like, moderate difficulty.
Yeah.
I can't do arithmetic, and Nat, I don't know, Nat's Nat.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know,
Alright.
sometimes you do weird things.
Well, at least they
Wow.
did send the emergency services update about the curfew being lifted.
Apparently there's no more curfew.
Oh yeah, did I not tell you that?
No?
Yeah, Durkin walked it back.
Huh. How about that? There was going to be a curfew through Saturday. 9 p.m.
Yeah, the mayor was like, oh, well, we thought about it really hard, and the police chief and I decided that we think you could be responsible enough not to need a curfew. Just really...
that's accurate.
Yeah, exactly. It's just because everyone stayed out after curfew. Like, all the protesters were out after curfew anyway, and, like...
And everybody else was going to be at home anyway, for all intents and purposes.
Right, so, like... they had like a devil's bargain. Either they sucked it up and like didn't enforce curfew, or they eat more political shit for letting the cops go hog wild on the protesters.
I mean, they shouldn't let the cops go hog wild, but otherwise I strongly approve of making themselves look even worse.
Yes. All right. Where do we want a perils of production? We could do it either floor 2 or floor 1. Like, so floor 2.
Well, what's her name's gonna die?
Yeah, she's definitely dying regardless.
I don't get her the extra damage.
Yeah, it's also a question of, do we want to use a morsel as a meat shield here? It does get in 1 extra hit on Daedalus because he doesn't have multi-strike or whatever. And this is just this doesn't attack. So I kind of feel like we want to play it in front on the bottom floor.
Okay.
I guess either way, it's just not doing anything, so it doesn't matter at all. I mean, it is doing something. It is specifically doing. I guess we Crucible Extend on the top floor, because what if we want to place it there? Excuse me.
Yeah.
Just do that on the boss. Shade Split.
Oh, we just used up its spell weakness.
Oh, well, damn. Hard mode.
Yeah. I mean, not that I remembered that it had spell weakness either, just...
Yeah, and getting extra hits in here is even better than it looks on paper because it builds up Frostbite.
Yeah. I love Ophelia.
Yeah. Oh, and we even had the chance to heal full crystals. I mean, it doesn't matter because we're... Oh, we still can.
Aha.
Alright, so he's just easily dead. Alright, I gotta use the bathroom. Liz, you wanna vamp for a bit?
Sure. Hi everybody. I don't have a memory that lasts longer than about 3 seconds right now, so you're gonna get an even randomer conversation than usual because I won't remember if I already said something, so have fun with that. Yeah, it's great. So, yeah, earlier today I was trying to add up, earlier today, by which I mean like 20 minutes ago, I was trying to add up pips on enemies, or not enemies, our units, not enemies in this game, and I could not figure out how to add 4, 2, and 1, and whether that it was 7 or 8, so that was cool. Anyway, this game is fun. We've been playing a bunch of it. I really like the Undersea faction for some reason. It's a mystery. No, I like them because it's all like squid merfolk and stuff, which is good. And then there's the morsels, and they all have great voice acting and make weird little noises when you play them, and it's really, really, really cute. And then they advertise how delicious they are, and that's weird. That's really weird. But, you know, other than that, pretty good. I don't know. Today, I did work somewhat efficiently. I also read a bunch of fan fiction. Also, I saw again that apparently humans and mustelids can pass coronaviruses between each other. Like, all kinds of coronaviruses, not just the current one. So apparently if you have pet ferrets, you can give them a cold. If you have a cold, which is both hilarious and tragic. Anyway, apparently there's a COVID-19 epidemic in Dutch mink farms, which obviously is not good, but is just really wild to think that they're having like this microcosm problem. Yep. Anyway, mink are cute and fuzzy. And then I was looking up things about coronaviruses being passed between animals and humans, and there was a paper about SARS. And then I learned about a bunch of cute animals that live in China, and they're really cute. So that was cool. And also I saw pictures of tanukis, like the real ones, and they're super cute. And then there's this thing called the Chinese ferret badger, and it in fact looks like if you sort of blended up a ferret and a badger. So it's sort of ferrety shaped, but with a blunt badger head and like badger black and white head nonsense. Anyway, it's great. I highly approve. Animals. I've been having fun in Animal Crossing. That's a different kind of animals. It's summer, so the clothes are different. Good. The Animals Crossing is good. One of my favorite villagers' birthdays is tomorrow, and Emmanuel helped me get a piece of clothing to give her, so that's exciting. I'm trying to remember the name of the... I'm going to look this up, the name of the animal, because I found a picture of it, and it has, like, this really fuzzy tummy that would be really fun to pet, and then these amazing toes. It just has the best toes. And I will look up what this is. Masked palm civet. They're really cute. And yeah, they have great toes. I don't talk about vertebrates very much, so I guess I'm just going to talk about vertebrate features. Like toes. Do you know that vertebrates have spines? It's weird. I don't know. I don't know how vertebrates work, so I don't know. Toes, salient feature, I guess, probably. I got distracted. Also in animals news, sort of, I started playing, I don't know, I just associate toes with things that have bones, which I associate with things that have spines. Are there things that have bones that don't have spines? I don't actually know. To me, they just sort of linked in my head. Oh man. Because, like, I guess there's a thing that people call a cuttle bone, like, in a cuttlefish, but it's like just a calcareous, like, spike sort of thing. Like, it's like a squid pen, which is made out of, like, fingernail stuff. But it's calcareous for some reason. But I don't know if that's really like a bone, because I don't know if it has a lot of the features of bones, like the stuff in the middle that makes like stem cells and white blood cells and stuff like that. I know basically nothing about cuttle bones. Oh man. Now I don't know. Yeah, because I feel like there's invertebrates that have all kinds of like either calcareous structures or like siliceous, like glass. So they have like structure stuff, but I don't know. And usually they're not toes. I just realized I forgot why I was talking about this. 'Cause like, so sea stars, like they have tube feet, right? But those are little suction cups. And so I wouldn't really call that a toe. And then they've got their arms, but I wouldn't really call that a toe either. And the arms are full of little calcareous, like, structural bits. But those aren't bones. So, hi. We've gone really far off track.
I know what happens when I leave you in charge.
Nat, are there any vertebrates that are invertebrates that have... Anna's last question. Answer Anna's last question. Are there any things That don't have spines that do have toes is what I'm trying to ask. Because I can't think of
What?
any.
Humans don't have spines and do have toes. Oh, spines.
What is in the middle of your back?
I thought you meant spines like a porcupine has.
No.
Or like an echidna.
No, like vertebrates.
Oh. I don't know. I'm not a fucking...
Toes scientist?
Yeah. You are the closest to the two of us to,
Being a toes scientist, but I don't know anything about vertebrates.
Alright. Let's keep battling. Yes, rewards please. Gimme. Oh, Siren's Song. We just unlocked that recently. It seems kind of cool, I gotta say.
It does.
I think Furnace Tap is also not very good.
No.
Like, I could see it as like if you play that on the turn of a boss battle, it's going to be unreal powerful.
Right, but every time else you're just like, wow.
Yeah, it's just like it takes up so much room in your hand every moment before a boss battle. I kind of do like Siren's
Let's try
Song,
it.
though. Alright, let's see. Another Cold Kalia, kind of cool. Another Morsel Master, not super relevant given that we're kind of trying to direct all our morsels to our one Gorge guy.
Mm-hmm.
Guard of the Untamed is quite a tank, I suppose. Let me see what the map looks like. Because it's possible that what we'll want to do is... Yes, there's a Hellvent on the next side, although... Hellvent duplicates a card, so we could potentially use this to duplicate our Cold Kalia. And actually, Unstable Vortex would be good for us as well. The only thing is, like, I think an artifact would also be really good.
Forgotten Boons?
Forgotten Boons is cash.
Oh.
Because, like, there's a chance that we just skip this. We don't really have a lot of money spare to upgrade a thing. I feel like we skip this and just duplicate our Cold Kalia.
Okay. I'm down.
And yes, our Cold Kalia is large, but we've been, like, mostly not even using the third floor. I could see Light of Seraph, so we can put two Cold Kalias on the same floor. I could also see Herzl's Compound, just because we have a pretty decent mana engine, and card draw is really good.
Will let us draw our floor enhancer.
That's true. That's a good point. Yeah,
So
alright.
I think at least in the short term we want that, because
Yeah.
it'll bump us when we need it.
Yeah, I
think we should strongly consider making the floors bigger,
Yeah.
depending on how things go.
Alright. I think we just get rid of the other two.
The other two, or would you gotta get one and
Train Steward?
yeah. I truly don't know.
Yeah, I think one and a Train Steward makes sense. Have a little bit more diversity. Then duplicate Cold Kalia. I really don't think we want to duplicate
I agree.
Alloyed
we
Construct.
don't have, at least at this point, or like this run, we just don't have enough ways to fuel it.
Yeah. Sure, why not? Doesn't really do anything, but... Alright. It's gotta be this. We can't afford 5 pips.
God, no. I mean, 80-50 is good, but like, no.
It's so weird that it's summon plus 2 pips on this floor and not just this costs 2 less.
Maybe at some point there will be things that interact with how many pips something is.
I kind of want to do this. I feel like there are a bunch of artifacts that could really next level our deck. I mean, I guess it's random, so like there are a bunch of misses too. Multi-strike is rough.
Yeah, at least Are these guys doing less damage?
I mean, Quill Marksman will mostly just die to Cold Kalia, hopefully. Yeah. If we can draw it early enough. Although we have 2, so we're more likely to be able to draw it.
Right. But I'm just saying, if
this is
they're
only
not
4 damage, so...
10 to 15 power things, having double strike is a lot less bad than if they were.
Yeah, I don't think they are. I think we should give it a shot.
Okay. I want more X spells. Maybe these two
just don't have that many X
tribes
spells.
don't have that many X spells. It's possible.
Yeah, it is possible. Alright.
Something to keep our eyes on, I think.
I think we definitely want to start with a Cold Kalia on the first floor.
Yeah.
And probably just build up Penumbra plus Allied Construct on the top floor. Because that's the floor with...
yes. Oh, and so it randomizes which floor is big.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And I don't think we play Perils of Production, although, like, there's an argument to be made that Perils of Production on Cold Kalia is pretty decent, but I don't think we do it. Especially because it buffs this guy, and then he has multi-strike, and that's just annoying.
No, let's not do that. So we need to pay double attention to that.
Yeah. Oh, we can just kill Clipped Reflector here with Energy Siphon plus Helical Crystals, even through the 2 armor that he gets from that.
Okay, and play Cold Celia for...
do we want to Cold Celia, or do we want to Morsel Master? Or do we want to just let this guy live for now?
I was thinking more for the Cherub.
Yeah. Yeah, so another option is we play Cold Celia and Morsel Master and Shade Splitter to start powering up Allied Construct. That might be better.
I think that might be better.
These Cold Celias, or Cold Kalias, or whatever you want to call them, are taking some damage, but...
yeah, I mean...
I'm just going to Energy Siphon this, because I can, and it doesn't give it armor.
Sure.
Probably want to put something in front of the bottom Cold Kalia at some point.
Yeah, probably.
Ooh, Siren Song is good. At least will be at some point.
Yeah.
So we can kill this with the Helical Crystals if we want to.
Uh-huh.
And this is a healer. But it just dies, so... Yeah, what do you think about Helical Crystals here? The funny thing is we don't even need the mana from Perils of Production right now.
Yeah.
I guess we might as well Siren's Song since we have the extra mana.
Sure.
But Helical Crystals here make 1... I guess we could just put 4 morsels up here if we wanted to. The other option is we could put 1 in front of Cold Kalia to get some damage reduction, but I'm not even sure that's good. It only reduces half of the 10 damage that's coming in.
Yeah. So, multi-strike tramples? Per strike?
No. Oh, per strike? Yes. But...
Yeah.
Yeah. Per strike it does. I get you now. Cool. Well, let's Siren's Song here. Our Pyre does 30, right? So yeah, Days 3 gives us plenty of time to kill that. Oh, it even plays a little song.
Well, the Siren's saying.
You know, it's hard to argue with that logic. Okay, yeah, and we exactly hit the 7-unit cap, and we will have infinite mana next turn.
That one or the one on the bottom?
Well, this is the one that just dies from it. So this is the one that
okay.
saves damage in the long run. Whereas this one just would still be attacking. Alright. Okay. Feeling like we're probably going to want to put a trade steward in front of...
I agree. Do you want 2? Is that crazy?
Maybe 1 on each floor. We can't fit 2 on this floor.
Good point.
We can Umbra assault on this for value. Nope, not that. Not yet. Soon. Oh man.
I love the sounds.
Allied construct is going to be so good. We don't need perils of production in any direction at this point. If one of these were the ones that made Ember, I would just do it to get a rage on a Cold Kalia maybe, but I don't think it's worth it. And then we can Crucible extend here, I guess.
Sure. Helical Crystallis would kill it, right?
No, because it doesn't have spell weakness yet. It deals 25 twice.
But it's taking 21 from...
Oh, kill it. No, because it has Incant to get armor.
Right.
Yeah, it's a bummer. We can Siren Song, though. Which is pretty good. I mean, it saves a couple damage shields, but...
It doesn't.
Why?
Nobody on that floor is taking damage.
Right, because this has damage shields. But the damage shields go away when they get hit.
Now I understand.
Alright. Get a really good morsel. Use it to get some more mana. I mean... So... yeah, we could Helical Crystallis there.
Or you could just give her some morsels to eat.
Yeah. I mean, is it worth giving them to her, or do we just give more of them to Alloy Construct?
You could only give 1 up there.
Oh, I see, right. And yeah, we have more stuff. Yeah, that's a good point. What if we give a lifesteal one to the bottom Cold Kalia, because she's more hurt? Alright, Siren's Song so far seems pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Boss takes 224 more, since we're probably just going to Energy Siphon plus Helical Crystallis this turn.
Seems like a really good place to start.
Yeah, and then maybe shove a Train Steward in front.
Yeah.
Although, we could also Shade Split to feed our Alloyed Construct a little bit more. Let's see, it has 11 fuel, so it definitely doesn't need that. It's just sort of a question of how good the bonuses would be. I mean, it doesn't matter. We're easily going to kill this guy once he reaches the top, but...
Yeah.
So I'm just going to put a Trade Steward down here to see if we can get him before he reaches the top, I think.
I endorse this.
Alright, 305. Love it.
So it did another, what, 80 damage?
Something like that, yeah. It is very possible that the second Cold Kalia will, kill him.
Do you know if the damage counts the frostbite that they take?
I think it does, yeah. Cool. I'm pretty sure the way it does it is it basically just simulates the entire fight, and,
yeah, which is good, to be clear. This game is complicated enough, I don't think you could play it.
And he's going up there with 20 frostbite, too, so, like, every attack he's just taking so much. Alright. So he will be dead with this Helico Crystallis. Oh, they trade. Interesting. I wonder if Antumbral Assault makes the difference. Nope.
Just too cold.
Just too dang chilly. Alright, what do we got? I don't know what that does.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, let's see. Oh, Cave-In is interesting. It potentially allows us to create even more of a hell floor, but honestly, we're reaching the 7-unit limit fairly regularly, so...
Yeah.
Void Binding is certainly a better way of doing a boss thing, I guess. But I just don't feel like we're struggling against bosses right now.
No, I agree.
Do we want...
Also, is this boss the one that doesn't buff, that debuffs?
Yeah, it lowers buffs, yeah. We could take Excavation Eruption. I feel like it's best when you can buff it, and we already have some spells that I'd kind of like to buff. I'm feeling like we just don't take anything here.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I could see Cave-In being good, but I'm not confident in that, so... I still don't know how I feel about this. We've actually won a run with it, which is why it has a gold frame, but I still don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about any of these, really. I don't think Urchin Spines is great.
No.
What do we have that's even particularly valuable to preserve? Like, I guess Perils of Production sometimes, Siren's Song sometimes, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's like worth a card for that. I'm willing to try Unnamed Tome again, but I'm also willing to just take 10 gold instead.
Problem is, I kind of want to try Unnamed Tome, but I feel like it's gonna draw dead a lot of the time.
Yeah. Costs 0, so that's something.
Yeah, but it's a card in our hand.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I feel like our deck's pretty streamlined, and this doesn't really help it do what it's trying to do. It just sort of protects it from them doing stuff, and I think more of the thing we need protection from is just them applying a lot of damage, so...
Yeah.
Like, we have enough sweepers that, cheap creatures with abilities, especially specifically triggered abilities, aren't that relevant to us.
Yeah.
Alright, what... So our creatures are highly upgraded, except for Morsel Master. I kind of feel like we go right here.
Yeah.
I think we want to upgrade stuff. We have plenty of things we can Unstable Vortex if we need to.
Yeah.
First, the caves of Wonder. I don't like this because we have morsels can give lifesteal, and that breaks this.
Yeah.
This just seems kind of counterproductive. We haven't been taking a lot of pyre damage either.
No, but we do have the Yoinka thing up to the top.
Yeah, but
it's supposed
it doesn't do anything if the pyre's at full health,
Yeah.
Kind of just like this on Morsel Master.
Sure. I mean, next time we could consider making a Train Steward beefier.
Yeah, That's true.
Since we use them to throw in front of stuff anyway.
Yeah, I generally feel like making our better creatures beefier is better.
No, for sure. Just to an extent, like spreading it around.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Let's double stack.
Numbers are doubled basically. Status effect numbers are doubled.
Today's 6.
I mean, that is a lot of extra dazed.
Yeah.
The question I have with that is like, does Siren's Song is Siren's Song just mostly going to kill units anyway? And if so, like, does day 6 is it just overkill?
I mean, they have to have more than 90 health for them not to just die.
Yeah.
I mean, health/armor, but
right. Anything that's good with Surge Stone? I mean, that's honestly not terrible. I kind of like it.
Okay.
It feels like a good finishing
Frozen
move.
Lance?
What?
Would you rather do it than Frozen Lance?
I want to just take out Frozen Lance with the void that's there. Alright, always can find something good for Emberstone.
I mean, Crucible extension, right?
Yeah?
Or Making of a Morsel.
Yeah, either of those would be pretty good.
Oh, it doesn't like your free spells cost less. It won't let you.
Oh, yeah. Brutal. Yeah, I think I like Making of a Morsel.
Yeah.
I feel like there are some turns where casting Crucible Extension just doesn't do much, and
Yeah.
Morsel Miners are always pretty good.
Yep.
I think we reroll. Let me see what the upcoming stuff looks like. Only one merchant here, and I think we don't want to go on that direction anyway. So it's going to be a while before our next merchant, and I would really like to find a +10 damage spell to give to the one that makes 2 morsels when it kills something.
Okay.
And honestly, a +10 damage spell to do 2... Ooh.
What's that?
It's the holdover is the one where it goes to your hand, or it goes back on top of your deck after you play it.
Got it.
Yeah, really good. Kind of like that on Perils of Production. So it costs 0 and it's an engine card in the sense that it gets us extra mana.
Okay. As opposed to like Morsel Miner or...
Yeah. I just think we're mostly going to have ways of making morsels, so this is somewhat less relevant. Probably got to do this on Antumbra Assault, although I do love the idea of making a Helical Crystals do 70 base.
True.
I don't know. Maybe that's actually good.
Maybe.
Like, if we make it do 70 and make it cost 1...
That's true.
It's just a lot of damage output.
That's true. I like Antumbra just because you can throw it where you want it.
Yeah. Yeah, and there are more enemies that have, like, 5 base health or whatever coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably just better to do it here. And then Emberstone again on...
The recurring
It already...
Stelis, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. And that leaves it open to upgrade again later. If we get to that point.
Why are those bigger?
Because we have a relic. We have a relic that gave everything +3 hearts.
Oh, that's right.
Alright, I don't think we want to tussle with Ember 15.
No. Well, I don't.
Or with Armor 15. And I think it's just 150 health too as the bonus, which is not even that much. Alright. Kalia just immediately answers those. Wow. Just doing the thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Here. Well,
No.
okay, let's start with Morsel Master.
Behind.
Well, I'm going to play Alloyed Construct in front of Morsel Master, right?
Yeah.
So, what I'm trying to do here is get off a Shade Splitter early enough that we can Perils of Production to use the extra mana effectively. Because I think we want to play at 5 mana worth of things this turn.
Okay, so you're gonna play Morsel Master and then Shade Splitter to get the extra mana? Or
Yes. Shade Splitter plus
Yeah.
Perils of Production to get the
Okay.
extra mana. That's my plan. Let's see. So another thing we could do potentially is let's see. We have so many pips in this room. We could try to set Cold Kalia up in this room as well.
If we do, we cannot
Oh,
feed morsels to the construct.
you're right. Okay, so that's
So what if we don't do that?
yeah, that's bad, and you're absolutely right.
There you go.
And then Cold Kalia number 2 on the top floor, because where else? Okay, cool. So we could just kill this with Energy Siphon plus Helical Crystals. Just right off the bat. Let's Making of a Morsel first. Is this one with Incant? No. It's just a big Donkus. So much mana. I love it. Where are we Crucible extending? Probably bottom floor?
Yeah.
Ugh, two big bastards. Okay, Antumbra Assault is good. Do we want to just Helical Crystallis one of these clipped defenders before it gets extra power? That's probably too nitty. We probably want to save this for the boss. Or
The consume one, yeah.
yeah, something, correspondingly more challenging.
Do you want to use the Crucible extension again?
Yeah, I like that. And we can even Shade Splitter here to...
Rip.
Actually, do we want to put it up here?
Yeah.
I would be shocked if really any enemy ever makes it to the 3rd floor with this setup, but...
I mean, yeah, but...
Alright, respite already, huh? Cool. Yeah, so those two die easily. Don't even need the perils of production here.
Sure.
So much oomph. Oh, this is the one with shadow. That's right. So annoying. Hate it so much.
Can you deal it non-combat damage?
I don't. I think you can. Yeah, I think you can. But
I mean, we can't, but
it doesn't have. Yeah, so it can't. It doesn't have like sweep or anything, which is good. And Colcalia does, but it's dealing. It's attacking her 7 times unmolested, so that means that she's just dying. Can we, if we make 2 Deuterus in front of Colcalia, does that change things at all?
it would, right?
Yeah, so 7 times 12 is 84. Minus 24 is 60. So no, it actually doesn't. She doesn't get in a hit, at least.
But does she use all the damage shields?
What damage shields?
The stealth, whatever the hell's. Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, she does. It seems like, at least for the making of a morsel, it's better to put it up here,
Yeah,
I think.
I agree.
And there's just no reason to use the super-powered helical crystals, I think. Because it kills this, but this is dying anyway, and it's not blocking anything.
It's not super powered.
Oh, right, this is the non-super-powered one.
Besides, it only hits the front unit, so it would kill the thing with the shield.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no point. Guess Crucible extension on the top fly?
Sure.
That boy is so big.
Yes.
Oh, and she gets extra buff, because of the,
What?
the, boss gets extra buff because we killed the, 2-1 that buffs everything when it dies.
Oh.
I mean, it's fine. Oh, she's just dying already.
Yeah.
And there's no permanent effects of any kind, so... Oh wow, it actually does use fuel during boss fights. That's much worse than I thought it was. I mean, I think it's still doing good work for us, given that we could...
As long as we can feed it.
For a turn every turn, yeah.
Correct. But I think if there's ever a run where we can't, it's gonna be really bad.
Yeah. Gemtrove and Ember Cache are both interesting ones.
Yeah.
I kind of don't hate Gemtrove, partly because we have the extra mana floating around from our holdover +2 Ember card, and partly because this means that if we put morsels out as meat shields, they can actually absorb
They can be shieldier.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I mean, we didn't take that Expel card for nothing, right? We gotta take Spike of the Stygian.
Yeah.
Even just casting it for 0 is pretty great.
Yeah.
I feel like we gotta go left here.
What are we duplicating?
Good question. Probably not holdover perils. Probably a unit, actually.
Another Cold Celia?
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Yeah. We should also visit the ice rock first.
Yeah. Given that we're duplicating Cold Celia again, I think we need to prioritize getting another pip.
Yeah.
Ooh. This may change the... Oh, no, I see. This is the one that purges.
I would rather not.
Oh, I think it's great if we put it on one of our train stewards, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so after this... Yeah?
Oh, sorry, you were going to say a thing.
I was going to say after this we get the chance to add another pip on every room,
Yeah.
which is pretty good.
I was going to say, I kind of want to drink, and I'm kind of extremely sleepy.
Probably shouldn't then.
Okay, I'm going to go put a lemon in the fridge.
Okay. Do you want me to get started or wait?
I think you can get started. Just try not to do anything too doofy.
I will do my best. Alright. Okay. Oh, I was supposed to put that in the big floor, huh? Well, that probably changes my strategy somewhat. Immediately after Liz tells me not to do something too doofy, I do something way too doofy. So in this case, I'm probably planning on putting a Cold Celia in front of it. And putting my big guy up here whenever I draw it. Is this big train steward? No. In that case, I will put it down here. Oh, and oh man, that was really loose. I was just supposed to play the ultimate penance there. Well, I mean, our pyre is doing fine, but still loose. Still loose. Okay, cool. Yeah. So this is great. Everything is going great this turn by default. So I think what we do... Oh, I wish we had more mana to spend. I think we start with Alloyed Construct and a Morsel Maker behind it. Up here. And then... work from there. Getting Frostbite on Fel is pretty sweet, too. Okay, let's see. Okay, finally we got a Perils of Production. And in fact, 2, which is great. 2 Perils of Production plus a X-Spell to sort of finish it out on. So I'm just going to start by making some morsels up here. Giving them Rage to get some mana. Play this before I forget again. Probably don't want to Helical Crystals until we can do spell weakness on the boss. So Cold Kalia in front of our champion also starts building up Frostbite. And then I think we actually just do this on the boss. It does, like, the sap is useful for preventing damage, but I think our dudes are fairly defensively set, and getting more Frostbite build up on the boss is really, really strong. Because it just deals damage every turn, and means that she... once she goes into boss mode, when she fights against Cold Kalias, the Frostbite buildup will be much more severe. Frostbite, for anyone who's not familiar, is like exactly the same as poison in Slay the Spire. So it's like you have Frostbite X, and you take X damage at the end of the turn, and then your Frostbite goes down by 1. All right, let's see. So we can't Siren Song this because it's rooted, but that's fine because it's just dying anyway. And Umbral Assault will let us get Deuter, which will let us get some extra mana. So let's do that. Do we just want to play a Train Steward up here? Oh yeah, this is the huge one too, huh? But it also gets purged, and honestly, we would prefer this not to get purged if we can help it. It's no big deal if it does, but... And then we get to... Oh, come back. Perils one of these to get some extra mana. Not that we really need it right now, but... Energy Siphon on Fel. Yeah, it might be. This is the second to final boss. I mean, so... This is the third to final battle, but it's the second to final, like, quote-unquote boss battle in the sense that the boss is around for the entire time and does, like, weirdo extra effects, which are annoying. So it's a common one to wipe against, I will say. I don't think we're wiping this time. Knock wood. Alright, let's see. I guess I'll Crucible Extend up here. I don't really need the rest of my mana for anything. Getting a non-exhausting X spell would be really good in this deck.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Oh wow, something's making it to the 3rd floor. Look at that. Oh, I actually probably should have Crucible extended the bottom floor so I can play double Cold Kalia at some point, but that's okay. Oops indeed. Oops indeed.
This isn't the one that eats your spells, right?
No.
Great.
That is the final boss. Alright. Let us Umbra Assault that to get some morsels going. Play at least one morsel so we can Perils of Production it. Oh, I should probably play Ultimate Penance. Annoyingly.
You're gonna play Crucible Extension on the bottom floor so you can...
Yeah, that is what I'm gonna do. And then I guess I'll do this. The guy wearing the bright yellow vest is, yeah, that's exactly right, Ferns. But the difference is that this time we have a bunch of sweepers, that is, creatures that deal damage to all the opposing creatures at once, rather than just the first one in line. So it's much easier for us to deal with the dudes that do the thing. Like, this is one of the dudes that gives us gunk in our deck, and it's just dying immediately, so that's nice.
Alright, there's your other Cold Celia.
Yeah. Awkwardly, we can't actually Perils of Production for full value here. I think we still do it, even though it does build up Ember Drain. because we really want to keep drawing this, and if we don't play it, it doesn't get placed on top of our draw pile. Well, maybe that's too nitty. Maybe it's okay to just let it go.
Which?
Perils of Production.
It might be okay for now.
Well, I mean, the other thing is, like, yes, it Ember Drains us too, but drawing it again means that we get to cast it again and undo the Ember Drain.
Right.
But how much high-cost stuff do we even have to play? I mean, I guess more Ultimate Penance. Yeah, I think it's worth playing. It also, like, actually, the Rage effect is not nothing either. Anyway, start with this. I'm gonna Energy Siphon the boss, so that eventually we can get off a big hit. And, oh, maybe we want to, Perils of Production up here, actually. Because then it kills this and it doesn't get a hit on our pyre.
Yeah, I like that.
Probably the deciding factor, ultimately.
James! Yeah, it is.
Yeah, James, this game is very cool. I mean, I don't know if you've played much Slay the Spire, but it's very similar to Slay the Spire, in a really good way. Alright, Gunk in our hand, annoying the land, but we get a morsel, and that makes me feel torsal. If you want to know what torsal means, I'm sorry, I can't tell you. It probably means something, but so if you know, then hell, yeah.
What?
Nothing. Just pretend I didn't say anything at all. Probably for the best. Alright, Ultimate Penance. We don't want to play this Helical Crystallis because it will consume.
Yeah.
And we really do want to spend it on the boss, especially now that she has a bunch of spell weakness. So I guess we just play 2 Shade Splitters and continue pumping up our allied construct.
Given that it loses fuel every turn,
Yeah.
including in the boss, yeah. Oh.
Oh, right, 7-unit limit. I mean, still, though.
I mean, yeah.
But we should have thought about which one we were playing when.
Yes.
I think we played them in the correct order.
I
I think we played the lifesteal one first, so that it...
Maybe. You could check.
Too late now. Alright. Okay, here we go. Now the real game starts. Don't go up. I want to see how much damage she's taking. Okay, so she's taking 345 damage, which is great for a first floor without any, like, massively heavy hitters. So, let's see. We can Gem Trove somewhere. Gem Trove here is actually probably great. Huh?
Yeah.
So let's, morselize this. Ramp a bit. I think what we want to do... Oh, we don't have the mana for this. I was thinking we could Crucible Extension, play a morsel on this floor, and then Gem Trove to give it... But I don't think we have the mana. Given that, I think we just... I think we do still Gem Trove on this floor.
Yeah.
But,
And then just shuffle them away.
yeah. Let's see.
Well, or actually fueling that is probably a really good idea.
Yeah. That reached the limit, and we don't have any more space on any floor, so yeah.
And we are taking this space one this turn.
Yes. Yeah, definitely, for sure. Oh, I didn't check what her damage taken went up to when we made the gem shields.
I forgot. I looked and I forgot.
I mean, I'm assuming she's not dying, but I'm assuming it's something substantially more than the 300 she was taking earlier, because Frostbite stacks so well. I don't remember what she was at. I think she was at, like, about 1,000, so I think it was about 400. Alright, 257. Could ask for more, but...
I mean, you can Helical Crystallis her.
Yeah, it's not the best
no, she's got the thing.
but...
I'd rather do the 45.
Are we just guaranteed to draw it next turn? Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's way better to do that then. Alright, we can just continue buffing our buff boy. We could also put a Train Steward here. This is the one with Purge, though, so we probably shouldn't use it up.
Yeah.
She's definitely wiping on this floor.
Yeah. Hey, Nat, next time shouldn't you play the better one first?
It doesn't matter until we're playing 3 separate morsels.
Yeah, but it's probably good to get in the habit.
Yeah, probably right. So the reason that we aren't playing this damage spell on the boss right now is because we've debuffed her with spell weakness. So she's taking a lot of damage from the next damage spell, 3x the normal. And we know that we're going to draw next turn the same spell, but that we've given a buff to that makes it deal 45 damage twice as its baseline, which means that she will take way more damage from that.
90 instead of 50.
90 times 3 instead of 50 times 3. Even though it would be 50 times 3 plus 90. Still more to just wait. Alright. And this guy... Okay, yeah, so she wipes anyway.
Helical Crystallis because we can.
Yeah, we can actually energy siphon her too to make it even more. Okay.
Almost can just kill her with Umbra Assault.
Yup. Tragically not quite, but... Cool. Bonk. Okay. Well, I mean, we can't not take Forever Consumed, right? Zero mana, deal 90 damage to the first unit, I think is probably pretty good.
Yeah.
And we want extra pips. Okay, let's see. So 2 more battles left. I like going left, I think. We don't really need the healing. We don't need the void. Our units are pretty buff at this point.
Yeah.
And I just love artifacts. Ooh. Either of these could be good. Tempered Talisman is good with, like, Antumbra Assault. Good with Helical Crystals because they're double. Good with Forever Consumed because it's triple.
Yeah.
Abandoned Antumbra just makes absolutely sure that, like, Perils of Production is always on.
Yeah, but I feel like we had it way more turns than we didn't.
Yeah. The other thing is it could let us purge, get rid of the 1 mana make a morsel things.
Yeah.
Which are definitely gumming up our deck to some degree, you know?
That's true.
But Tempered Talisman does make our damage spells a lot stronger, given that most of them are multiple hit.
I honestly would support either.
Oof.
Sorry.
Alright, I guess I'll take this. I don't know.
I don't hate the idea of purging the what's-its.
Yeah, I definitely think we should. Ooh, Icicle Fracture is like... James, it arrived months ago. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we talked about it. like, it would be in your hands ages ago if there weren't a pandemic on. But if you need it, like, badly, we can probably find a way to make that happen.
We can figure it out.
Let's see.
No, we got ours. Right?
Yeah, we definitely got both of the ones that we ordered, one of which was for James.
Cool. I love this cat monster thing.
Yeah, I think we purge again. And then I think we leave one. I think that's fine.
I think leaving one is...
And I kind of like Icicle Fracture. This is like the same thing as the super top tier power in Slay the Spire that says like you can leave a card in your hand. Although that's a card of your choice, and this is a random card.
That's random, and if it's something that we would rather not see, like here you draw one fewer card.
Well, I think Frozen means you keep it in your hand in addition to the cards you draw.
So it doesn't replace the card you draw.
Yeah, that is my understanding.
Oh,
so it's card advantage. It's basically an extra card a turn.
Okay, if that's the case, I'm way more cool with it.
Cool. Yeah, I feel like I might do the same, James. I really like the lightning bolts, although I'm probably not going to swap out the lightning bolt in my cube because it's A, the coolest, and B, given to me by one of my favorite people in the world.
Wow.
It's Liz. So are we a yes or a no on Icicle Fracture? I feel like we landed on a yes.
I would do it. If it doesn't work the way we think, screw that.
Yeah. I feel like if it didn't work that way, it would say put it on top of your deck instead of whatever else it says.
True.
I think we have our pips pretty... Oh man, both of these affect pips.
Yeah.
Yoicks. Oh, but we just got extra pips on the floor.
Yeah.
So I think we get monstrous too.
Beefier.
Yeah.
Anyway, James had a question.
Oh. I mean, yeah, I haven't really placed an order for anything that's come out since quarantine. So any Ikoria cards or whatever. And, you know, always like... Oh, did you mean specifically from Secret Lair? Yeah, Heaven's Seal we will never ever activate because it is brutally difficult. Yeah, I don't think anyone really has much of the new stuff, because why would you? More like Bubble Morsel. Okay, yeah, so obviously Quillia here to sweep out the low toughness units. Doing the standard Penumbra.
On the big floor.
Yeah, Allied Construct Morsel Master on here. Oh man, I thought I fucked up for a second there. I mean, I did. We were supposed to play Morsel Master first, but I didn't fuck up that badly.
But there was a way to recover.
Yeah. Ugh, sequencing is hard in every game. I mean, mostly I'm just looking for fancier versions of cards that are in the cube. Or just better arts, even if they aren't technically fancier.
Why did that one just gain multi-strike 1?
Because this gives its buds multi-strike. Because it's a jerk and an asshole.
Gross.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, and then we can perils.
Is it worth it to Helical Crystallis on the first floor?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we have the mana to do everything, so.
Oh yeah.
I like Gem Trove floor 1.
Sure.
Yeah. And then we can do more feeding. Yeah, 7 unit limit, I know. Oh yeah, Mystery Booster does sound pretty fun, but I agree, that's a lot to ask. Save these guys for later. Oh right, Frozen.
And now we find out.
Yeah, so we should be drawing 6 cards plus the Frozen card.
And the hand size is 10, right?
Max hand size is 10, yeah. Two, three. Yeah, so it is in addition. So it is the really strong way it could work.
Do you want to put Cold Ceiling on the top floor?
Yeah. That was a weird noise.
It was.
Kind of wondering if we should just try to stave Spike of the Stygian for the boss.
Yeah, agree.
Okay.
Put the top one on the other last one on the top.
Yeah. And I'm happy to hold over any of these except the Train Steward. If we keep the Train Steward, I'll be pretty unhappy, I guess.
Yeah.
Nice. And I think now that it's frozen, it actually never leaves our hand.
I think that's true.
Alright. Get fuel. Yeah, giving double frostbite to everything also kind of owns. Okay, so I guess it's not freezing anything in addition at that point, which is kind of annoying.
Fine.
But yeah, I don't think it's a big deal.
Forever whatever doesn't even consume, does it?
Nope. No, it sure doesn't. Let's see. So we can start out by, actually, I guess might as well Umbra Assault to see if we get a better Dwingus. Ooh, such as a Morsel Miner, exactly. Morsel Miner and Morsel Jeweler are both excellent, actually. Get a little more mana. Oh man, we can also Energy Siphon plus Forever Consumed to just completely kill this guy.
It already is dealing 240 damage, Natalie.
Yeah, but that's if we don't use any mana. And I feel like we want to use some mana, right? Like, I think we want to add an extra pip to this room just so we can throw morsels at them if we want to. I mean, okay, it's still doing wildly lethal, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Bammo. Explode in a cloud of black smoke, please. Alright, so we have both of our consume-y boss cards sitting in our hand, which is kind of funny. Alright, Brief Respite means the boss is coming next turn, which is fine. Bunch of spells we can't play. Let's see. I feel like we might as well Umbra Assault, right? Just to trade a morsel for 2 more morsels?
Yeah.
Yeah, neither of those are obviously better, but... I guess we might as well play... Oh, this is the Purge Train Steward.
Yeah.
Never mind. Cool. Alright. Nito Tostito. So probably want to wait on the big helical Crystallis on this until it's at least got a bit of spell weakness.
I mean, the forever whatever, as long as we have enough mana, is even more damaging.
Yeah. But I think what we want to spend most of our mana on this turn is Spike of the Stygian to give it Frostbite, because that adds up per attack.
Yeah.
I
agree, I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, you're totally right.
Instead of using the spell weakness on helical, I'd rather use it on forever whatever.
Yeah. And we get that sweet X spell plus Perils of Production synergy going too. Alright. Do we think it's worth throwing...
That's 50 damage for 1 mana.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably better than 1x Frostbite. Oh, he gets beefed when he gets damaged. That's annoying.
Well, Sap and Frostbite sounds great then.
Yep. And we're holding this in hand until we can make him spell weak, right?
Yeah.
I suspect he just wipes to floor 2 anyway, but...
Yeah.
Alright. Sap gradually wearing off. Oh, and I guess he's gaining attack with Revenge as well, but...
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, got a Train Steward sitting in our hand. Love it.
This isn't so bad.
Nope. Yeah, his increasing attack is definitely slower in rate than our... Oh, wow. So we kill him without even taking damage here.
Yeah.
I'm still going to go for the Gem Trove because I'm a rascal. Um... 30x plus 90. So, yeah, it's...
Why plus 90?
Well, I mean, so 30x, x has an extra 3. So it does the amount of mana we put into it plus 90.
Oh,
is
yes.
what I'm trying to say.
Ah, no, it doesn't.
Freezing a morsel is pretty funny.
Hmm?
Freezing a morsel in our hand is pretty funny.
Yeah.
All those morsels want to get their hits in, too.
It's important. It's a team effort.
Bammo. Well, I definitely wouldn't have taken the fuel guy if I had known that it actually decreased during boss fights as well, which
Yeah.
is the fact that that decreases, but you don't. The thing that makes morsels every turn doesn't make morsels is bullshit.
Yes.
But that said, he has been very, very good. So,
yes.
I think we're good as we are.
Yeah.
I don't know. Gem Trove is good, but
Yeah,
I don't think we need it in our deck right now. Liz, it's your mascot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like any of these very much. Our deck's just really good right now. I feel like random cards, even like relatively high power in the abstract cards, just don't really help it all that much. I think we go left because I think there's more magic stuff we want to enhance.
I agree.
And we don't really need the void or the heal.
Be aware that there's a artifact merchant as well, so...
Yeah, we'll look at both. Friends, no. And the reason why is because although it says glacial seals, the art is like not seals, it's like totems, which is bullshit, and thus a disrespect to Liz.
That's correct.
Oh, commemorative spike is cool.
Hey, Nat.
Yeah.
Hell's Banner seems like it plays okay with morsels.
Ooh, that's a good point. Dang. Yeah. And we do have some X spells to spend that extra mana on every now and then. Yeah, I like that. Let's pencil that in. Sort of imagine ourselves having 95 gold, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that's the downside, but... Well, good news, we don't need Freeze Stone at all.
What does Forever Consumed become?
40... Oh, no, it's 30x plus 10, which is
Bet.
a lot less good.
And Tumbra Assault to be 23 wouldn't be
Yeah,
so bad.
or Helical Crystals to be 35 twice.
That's true.
Actually, given that it doesn't increase X, the thing that gave us plus 3 magical power would actually not be quite as good as we thought.
Yeah.
I like Helical Crystals here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
How do you like Ember Crystals on Gem Trove?
Yeah. Just makes it easier to play.
Yeah.
I mean, we can usually play it anyway, but I like easier.
And then get that artifact. What do we want to duplicate? Our deck is really strong, so we definitely want to duplicate something. The funny thing is the answer might be the wholly unupgraded Forever Consumed.
I was gonna say, it seems like Forever Consumed might actually be the answer.
Yeah, it's just better than Helical Crystals.
Yeah.
Your double upgraded Helical Crystals is worse than our 0 updated Forever Consume.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. I buy it. Alright. This is it. The final battle. I mean, this is one of the best decks we've ever had, so... What? Power Drain? Oh, right, we re-rolled. Well, that makes it harder. It does make it harder. This is my least favorite battle effect. Alright, let's see. Oh, interesting. Bottom floor now has the increased size. I mean, that presumably means we do play Penumbra on the bottom floor and figure out something else to do with Alloy Golem or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the fuel thing and the morsel, whatever, still have to go together, but they
Yeah.
can go with the Cold Celia.
Yeah. Big boy.
You could use Umbra or whatever to kill a unit.
Yeah, but then it consumes.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
What if we just use this Helical Crystallis, which is much less useful now that we have two of the deal 90s, to just eat the spell consumption?
Yeah.
This makes the whole floor wipe. And then we can... Antumbral Assault, which... Oh, I thought that was going to make this take more trampled. Oh, no, because it would die to quick anyway. We can put... Oh, I guess we can put all three of these down here. Nice.
Yeah.
And cast Perils of Production just to make sure it ends up in our hand next turn.
Yeah.
Oh, and I guess to do more damage to the boss, too.
Oh, yeah.
I love the sound of a Seraph in pain. Sure. I mean, I'll park a Cold Kalia up there because we were gonna do it anyway, but
Yeah.
I'm not too worried. Oh, and we can finally use our Purge Train Steward.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty good. Oh boy. Perils of Production and Making of a Morsel are in hand, and those are our only spells right now. Ooh, do we just put Train Steward in front here just to eat some damage and keep it from stinking up our hand?
Do we just take a buy on playing?
A spell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. We can also put Rubble Morsel here. No, that's just dumb. That's just stupid.
Why not? Just let it get eaten.
Yeah. First time in this battle a unit has gone upstairs. For whatever that's worth. Okay, cool. So we still haven't found our fuel guy, interestingly enough. But that's okay. I still think we just make a Morsel Master here. So this is the non-holdover Perils of Production, which makes me want to just use it and let it evaporate.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna put that in front of.
No, because we can give this lifesteal. So I'm planning to forever consume the Gilded Wing here.
Okay.
So this is only taking 8 damage, and then the lifesteal will just gain it back next turn. Or whenever it gets an attack in.
You're forever whatting what?
I'm forever consuming the front enemy on the second floor.
Okay. So why does the morsel whatever take 8?
Oh, sorry, it takes 10. But the
Okay.
point is it takes an amount that it will gain back with lifesteal.
Yeah.
And we can profitably Makings of a Morsel here. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Probably just put that in here so that Cold Kalia eats it.
I would think so.
And then... Kablamo. Caw, caw. I'm a weird bird thing. Thoughts on just putting a second Cold Kalia down on the main floor?
Yeah.
Do we have a way of making extra mana this turn? We do not. That is an awkward thing about this present draw. Yeah, the whole game is just like fuck up some angels. As much as I would love to get a gem trove going, I don't think we can realistically this turn.
No.
So Cold Kalia here, Cold Kalia bottom floor, Alloyed Construct middle floor. Man, I really want to get off this Helical Crystallis so it gets consumed. Do we just save the Cold Kalia and get Alloyed Constructs going and
Yes.
Crystallis
I think
this guy,
so.
I guess? I guess the other option is let this ascend to the top floor and just don't play any spells this turn.
Yeah, I think that's also valid.
I think that's probably better, actually.
Yeah.
And this gets so much more frostbite on the boss, too, which is really good.
Great.
Why do we have so much mana? Oh, because we played 2 units!
Yeah.
Cool, so we have way more mana to play with than I thought. Why don't we just make Shade Splitter get consumed?
Sure.
Yep. Yep. And then we can... So we could Crystallis to kill this. Or we could Crystallis down here and then forever consumed the first Gilded Wing, which might be better.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because this makes it dead to a single Cold
Yeah,
Kalia,
and the
which
next
is
one
pretty
is
good.
almost dead.
Yeah. And then Gem Trove freezes, which is nice. And the middle floor bird guy goes up to the top floor to die. Sure. No problem. What do we want to consume here? I mean, Spike of the Stygian's a pretty good one to consume, generally speaking.
Yeah.
And we can even make the mana back with Perils of Production, so... yeah. Love it. Just get that Frostbite going. And... why did we get 5? Oh, because we played a second unit.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Does duplicating the thing count as a second unit?
I guess so. Because we haven't played 2 units yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Next time we play one and on that floor, I want to watch the count.
Yeah. So we can either Making of a Morsel plus Crucible Extension plus Gem Trove, or we can Making of a Morsel plus Gem Trove or Crucible Extension. We can do 2 of these 3 cards.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. I think the answer is Morsel plus Gem Trove.
Okay. I think it counts as 2.
I mean, we can't tell right now because it's already maxed out, but I think you're right based on what we saw before. And then we can, I guess, just put one of these upstairs. Yeah. Alright, cool. Wow. Very rare that we don't kill everything on floor 2 immediately, huh?
Yeah.
Now I think we do finally consume this helical crystallis.
Okay.
Well, let me see. Yeah, we have plenty of mana to do everything we want. It's also just nice to be able to get through to kill the first one of these guys.
Yeah. And it actually did 1 on each.
Yeah. And then I think we Anti-Umbra Assault this.
Yeah.
So it doesn't deal damage to our alloyed construct.
Don't forget to play that.
Yeah. Sort of 1 slot available. Cool. Ruff. Whoever did the sound design in this game should be proud of themselves.
I love that the small friends are getting there.
Okay. 2 forever consumed. Pretty good. We're gonna have to make a tough decision about what we want to exile. I guess it's probably just Crucible Extension, huh?
Probably, yeah.
Kind of like doing it on the bottom floor so we can either throw morsels in front or feed them to...
Yes, I agree.
I think we just take the 1 pyre damage this turn because I really want to cast morsel, Making of a Morsel.
Yes.
Oh, I guess we can actually spend the mana from Perils of Production to pay for this. Although, is there a world where it's better to just forever consumed? There probably is. Just forever consumed for more mana. Let's see. Let's see how much 2 forever consumes does too. Actually,
It's
no.
the front unit.
Yeah, it'll just kill it even if we cast Vengeful Shard, so it doesn't matter. Oh, and we still have the Perils of Production. Jesus Christ, I always forget. We forgot to check if the double unit thing did the thing.
Yep, we did.
Alright, this is great. This will prevent Cold Kalia from taking any damage. Then we can power her up. We gotta get this guy lifesteal at some point.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, it may be worth considering... Oh, well, it's the final wave anyway, so... Cool. Wow. So we are doing 1,000 damage to Seraph, just with no modifications.
Sure.
Let's see. I think we just let Siren Song get consumed here. What do you think? Because we really don't want to play this while Seraph is on the top floor. That's the mistake I made accidentally in the run I was telling you about that I lost out of nowhere.
Why?
Because if we move Seraph off the top floor, and after it'll just never take damage from these two, and that's one of our main ways of winning is having these just soak up damage and apply more frostbite and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
La la la.
Do you wanna? Yeah.
Yeah, I sure do. No lifesteal, dude.
Do you wanna spell siphon or that?
Yes, I sure do. Oh, and we have not played a unit yet, so here we can check. Wow. Yep. Wow, that's so strong. Holy shit. Okay. Probably just give this guy more health, honestly, at this point.
Yeah.
I like putting a morsel in front. I think to...
Didn't change.
Well...
Don't forget to play Perils of Production, though.
Yeah, probably not on... I guess it doesn't matter. None of them
we
are
just
dealing...
want it to come back.
Yeah.
You're gonna put the Magma Morsel on the top floor?
Yeah. I like that a lot. Bam. Just dead to frostbite. Get blasted by a fireball and then die to frostbite. Like you do.
Yeah.
Wow, that sap is still active. Yeah. Those damage shields are not as impressive as they might be otherwise, given that it's doing sapped damage, but...
Matt, sticking out of the train.
Okay. Wow, it doesn't wipe on this floor. I'm honestly shocked. Alright, well, we can't Antumbral Assault it, because that'll waste its spell damage. Maybe probably just consume making a morsel. Is this better to stick in front or behind, do you think?
I would say behind because it powers it up.
I think the answer is in front because we have Gem Trove. And every morsel we stick in front blocks 2 attacks. Oh man, this being damage shield might change that though.
I think those 2 should get eaten.
Yeah.
Perils of Production on a front one.
On a back one.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's going to get eaten anyway, we just want it to do a little damage. Just those morsels raised it from like 300 to 670.
Yeah.
And it wipes.
Gonna put those on the top floor just for value.
Yeah.
Okay, one of them.
Well, since it's wiping anyway, I guess we do the Antumbral Assault for 30 or whatever.
Sure.
We've never killed a boss below floor 2 in this run, I think.
Well, you mean like we have not... Oh, in
Or sorry, above floor 2. We've killed every boss on floor 1 or floor 2, is what I'm saying.
I thought we killed the first boss on floor 3 because we had to
put
our...
yeah, our hell room was on floor 3, you're right.
Yeah. Like the first one.
Thank you, friends. This feels pretty good. We've been struggling to reach challenge level 4 for a while, and breaking through is nice. Alright, dead to Frostbite just before it kills the last unit on that floor. Frostbite's strong.
Yeah.
One day we are going to do like a dedicated Frostbite run, like main Stygian Frostbite all the way. And it's just like, the boss is going to take like 12 damage from attacks and then like 80 damage from Frostbite every turn.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see our stats page. I guess we can watch the final cutscene too. Cutscene, quote unquote. Gesundheit.
Thanks.
This has got to be our best score, too, right?
Probably.
Minor bosses have increased damage. Oh, that's what they officially call them, minor versus major bosses. Neato.